and welcome to another episode of Bite Me with Nicole. And today we have a really delicious recipe which is kind of derived from a lot of different things that I've eaten as a child. Now it's super easy to make, as so many of the recipes are, but it is so flavorful and delicious. So what I'm making today are chicken and pork fritters, okay? So it's got the main base of chicken mince, and I also add some really lovely spicy Italian sausage to it to just lift the whole thing. So to start with, here I have 500 grams of chicken mince. And make sure to buy really nice organic chicken mince because you are going to taste the flavor of the chicken. You just want a mixing bowl and a spatula. Next, I'm going to add my Italian sausage. Now, if you don't have Italian sausage, just buy the same amount of pork mince, alright? And that's 160 grams. And these are what the Italian sausages look like. And they're already flavored inside with things like fennel and chili and maybe onion and garlic powder. If you can't find Italian sausage, I will put it in the description box below how to adjust the seasoning if you're going to buy just plain pork mince. So what I'm going to do now is get the mince out of the casings and just put it in with the chicken. I don't want the casings, I just want the meat inside. This is kind of a great shortcut to add flavor to your fritters. You just buy the lovely fresh Italian sausages that you get almost everywhere, and then you can amp it up like that. So you see, that's just the casing left behind because I don't want to add this to my fritter, obviously. It's just going to be a very strange texture inside there then. You continue to do that with the rest of the sausage. Also, if you don't eat pork, you can leave out the pork altogether and just do a chicken base with the adjustment made with the Italian seasoning to the chicken, which I'm also going to put in the description box. Once you've added all of your sausage meat to your chicken, wash your hands because you are going to need to touch other things and you don't want to make anyone sick. So next, you just kind of mix the sausage and the chicken together first before you add the other ingredients. Next to your mix, you're going to add your ginger. Now this is about half a tablespoon of ginger which I've chopped up into really tiny bits, okay? You just want the tiny flavor to play on your tongue. You don't want massive pieces of ginger if someone is biting into the fritter. Also half a teaspoon of fennel seeds which I just toasted, and this is to mirror and layer the flavor which is already found in the Italian sausage, because remember I said the Italian sausage will always 100% have fennel in it. Okay, pop that in. And now for a little heat, I have 2 green chilies. This is quite crucial to the dish. It's just going to play with a little bit of heat. It's not super spicy. If you don't like spicy food, like I always say, you can omit the chili altogether. Okay. Now every time you add about 2 or 3 ingredients, make sure to mix them well. Next, we're going to add some red onion, and this is 2 tablespoons of chopped up red onion. And I like to use the Spanish red onions for this because it just creates a little bit of a bite. And also half a tablespoon of garlic which I have grated really fine, okay? I don't want any tiny pieces either. I want it to be completely grated, so it's just going to mingle with the mince and the herbs that I'm going to add into this, and it's just going to be a light flavor at the back. Okay, so this is about 3 garlic cloves. You can make this entire mix and just like set it in your freezer and use it whenever you need to. It's already starting to smell so good. Next, we're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, so just very little. If you don't have turmeric, don't worry about it so much. The flavor of the Italian sausage and the herbs and the fennel will come through just as well. Next, we're going to add our salt and pepper, and what I have here is 1 teaspoon of sea salt which I've kind of just mushed around with the pepper, and I had about 8 peppercorns in here. Okay, so season well. Add about 3/4 of it first, and then you can taste and decide if you want to add the rest of it. Salt is up to you, like I always say. You need to learn how to manage the salt by yourself. It will come with practice and cooking in general. Remember, if you buy your Italian sausages and they're already salted, you may want to wait to adjust your salt by testing and frying one fritter first. That's why I said don't put all of your salt in straight away. Now the whole reason that the fritters stay together when you fry them is because you are going to put in 2 eggs, okay? And that's going to be your binder, and it's going to help everything stick together when you're frying them and you're moving them around. There go 2 eggs. Now I know this seems like a super wet mix, but don't worry, we are going to add in some flour and some more herbs. And even when you're frying this, this is meant to be really sticky because you're not going to form it with your hands, you're going to use spoons. Once you've mixed your eggs in properly with the mince, what you're going to do is add 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Just add it gradually and mix. Once you start adding your flour, you will see the whole mixture coming together more because of the eggs and the flour and the mince all reacting. Okay, we're just adding 2 binders at this point. Also from the flour, you're going to get that light crispiness when you fry them. You could use rice flour if you wanted, although all-purpose flour is what I always use. Now we have our fresh herbs, and this is the big life that we're going to add to the fritter. It's going to be this fresh bite every time you bite into one of them, okay? So over here I have coriander, and this is just about 1/3 cup of coriander. And with it I also have 1 tablespoon of mint which has been chopped up. Okay, just add all of it in. And do add your herbs towards the end, so when you're mixing them, you're not crushing them in the first half, alright? You're going to just have them in this to flavor it, but not completely smashed. Also, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of spring onions. That was about 1 spring onion. Also, for a little bit of smokiness, I really like adding some smoked paprika, and I just sprinkle a little bit all over in the end. But some may argue I'm slightly addicted to this, and I would be forced to agree. Once you mix everything, you're going to set the entire thing into the fridge for about 10 minutes, because what's going to happen is it's going to help it firm up. The flour is going to continue to absorb all of the liquid, which is the eggs and whatever moisture comes out from the mince itself. So I will see you guys in 10 minutes and we will be ready to fry some lovely chicken and pork fritters. Before you start frying all of your fritters together, what I suggest you do is take a tiny little amount and fry that up first. Taste it and adjust whatever seasoning you want to adjust, okay? So maybe you need a little bit more salt, maybe a little bit of pepper, whatever you want. That's why you're going to make that tiny patty, just to adjust your seasoning. Now over here I have about 2.5 cups of just normal vegetable oil for frying, and I'm using a big wok, and that's going to be able to help me accommodate way more fritters. It's going to take a few minutes for your oil to get super hot, but I already started heating my oil. And as soon as I can see all these tiny little bubbles come up, I'm going to start adding in my chicken. So what you need to make your chicken fritters is 2 tablespoons, okay? And then you're just going to work them off of the spoons and add them into the oil. Please be gentle and be careful when you're dropping them into the oil, because the oil will splash up and burn you. So you can make them tiny, you can make them large, or you can make them medium size. I like them to be medium size. Just gently go close to the oil and drop it in. Now, while the fritters are not the most even looking fritters, I guarantee that they will deliver on flavor. So once you get the hang of it, you can do it quicker. Also, don't overcrowd the wok, because that way your fritters may stick to each other, and also you'll be lowering the temperature of the oil too quickly. So can you see the first one has already started to brown? I'm just going to give that a little turn, and that's the kind of color you're looking for, both on both sides, and you want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. They really don't take long, about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on this size. They'll be perfectly done. Even if they're smaller, about 3 minutes will be perfect. They look so beautiful when they're frying. The lovely golden crispiness on top is just so wonderful to just bite into and enjoy. Now, if you don't have a thermometer, you're going to need to adjust your heat by adjusting the flame. Either lower it if it's getting too hot to you, if they're browning too fast, or raise the temperature if they're browning too slowly. It's not rocket science, don't worry. They're really easy to make. Okay, so my first one is definitely done. That's a beautiful color you're looking for. Can you see how the last one is slightly lighter than the others? That means that still needs to be cooked. So you just want to make sure you drain off the excess oil and place them on paper towels to drain. Also serve these as soon as you can, because they taste best when they are hot. Now I'm going to continue frying the rest of my lovely fritters. And there you go, those are our delicious, beautiful, golden looking chicken and pork fritters. And over here I have our very own homemade chili sauce, which has very quickly become like a favorite condiment in this house. So you can serve with the chili sauce as well. Look at how crunchy they look. Ooh. But the best part about these recipes are that the filling stays so moist inside. Can you see that? It's because of the egg. Sauce. They're exceptional. They're so good. Oh my god. Serve these with drinks. Serve them for like a dinner party, or you can put them in people's lunch boxes, or you can hide the recipe and eat it all by yourself all of the time, because that's what I really want to do right now. My god, it's so good. Definitely try out this recipe, guys. I will also link the chili sauce in this video, but you really 100% need to make these little fritters. They're heaven. They're heaven.
Okay, awesome.
I'd like you to be quiet. Want a beer? Is my hair fine? You talk?